come together in this endeavor to bid farewell to the final year students embarking a journey as the esteemed alumnus of this prestigious institution.
And today we have gathered here for this very purpose, to bid farewell to the class of 2014, who would soon join the highly esteemed alumnus of this prestigious institution.
Today's occasion has been graced with the presence of our honorable guests, and we would start the event by welcoming them.
I would like to call upon the SAIC members to present the welcome bouquet to Mr. Naresh Kansul and the Honorable Director, Professor Prakash Gopalan.
A big round of applause, everyone.
Thank you, honorable guests, for gracing the occasion with your presence.
College is a special time in everyone's life and remains a dear memory for decades later.
Nostalgia-struck alumnus of any institution amongst the complexities of professional life find it difficult to stay connected to their alma mater.
Thapar University, in 58 years of its history, has formed a strong and widespread alumni base, even reaching out internationally.
Thapar University Alumni Association and Student Alumni Interaction Cell have been making impeccable contributions in bringing this alumni base together and help them stay connected to their alma mater.
Giving real definition to the slogan Thaparians for Life,
And yet today, Thapar University Alumni Association and Student Alumni Interaction Cell has come up with Alumni in May 2014 to bid farewell to the final year batch and yet start a wonderful journey as the alumnus of Thapar University.
Today, we have gathered here to celebrate the dual celebrations. Firstly, the alumni in making of 2014 batch, and also give a welcome to our Honorary Director, Mr. Prakash Thapar.
Please put your hands together, guys. Huge round of applause. Now I would like to request Mr. Rajeev Sharda, the President of Thapar University Alumni Association, to kindly come up and say a few words.
Good evening, respected Dr. Prakash Gopalan, Director, Thapar University, Dr. Manish Kumar, Professor in charge, Alumni Relations, our Chief Guest of the day, Mr. Naresh Kansal, who is also an alumnus of this prestigious university from 1974-78 batch, and Ms. Hina Singhal, General Secretary. I first of all today welcome you in the fold of Alumni Association of this prestigious university. From now onwards, you are a part of more than 16,000 odd alumni fraternity. The years spent at Thapar are often the most significant years of your life. I once again welcome you as a fellow alumni and wish you all the success in the life and expect plans to work for the cause of our association and alma mater. Kindly remain in touch. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I welcome our esteemed guests. There is a small message I felt like sharing with all the students. And that is, the only way to achieve something big in life is through positive thinking and visualization of positive thoughts to achieve your aims daily. Be thankful to the universe for all the things you're enjoying today, for all the comforts. You are studying in a prestigious university and you'll be coming out as engineers with different professions. But then I would like to say, be grateful for everything you have in your life. I would cut it short and say that everything is positivity, and be positive in your life. Thank you. Moreover, I would like to invite our new director. Sir, please come and address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the stage, Mr. Kansal, Rajeev Sharda, Professor Manish Kumar, Hina Singhal, distinguished members of the audience, which I suppose largely comprises the alumni base, though you did mention that there are 16,000 of them, so we are at least happy to see a small fraction of them being here. And I think this room also comprises a large number of people who are going to join this alumni base today. Very, very warm welcome to all of you to this gathering. Alumni, their role largely has been in making sure that whatever they learned from this place, they got from this place, at some point in time in your life, there comes a payback time, whether it is in terms of money, whether it is in terms of time, or whether it is in terms of some other commitment that you can make to your alma mater. I think your institution, particularly at this point in time, really requires such a help. There have been talks of, whether we have been collecting money and more money from our students by way of fees and running this place. Trust me, that is not so. Even if you look at this year's budget, the fees for the students who will enroll in 2014 has been frozen. It's been frozen in response to the to what the alumni actually told the chairman board of governance by virtue of whether the group was to make money. That's not so. But if you would really want that people study here at a moderate or value for money kind of education that they get, then that can happen only if you loosen your purse strings a little bit. A little bit. I wouldn't say that you have to loosen it, a lot. But I think we in this country particularly have to have this attitude. For example, I do contribute, whatever it be, within my limits or within my means, to IIT Kanpur, where I got my education. So, giving it back to the place where you studied is something that is expected of you. But more than that, we would like to see time commitments from people. Because there are things that you would learn out there in the world that you think would also enrich the present student community at Thapar University. So you can contribute in other ways as well. It does not have to be money alone. And nobody is implying that it has to be by way of money, but by way of time also, quality time if you can give. For example, we have a project semester here wherein a student goes and spends a semester outside of this place. Many of you who are sitting here have already done that, have already completed that commitment. If the alumni can come forward and say that, we are in a position to take 4 people, 5 people, 2 people, maybe even a person, okay? And give them that quality time when the student is interacting with you over that 5-6 month period. I think you would have done your due duty to your alma mater. So there are many other ways in which you can contribute. I take this opportunity to get this message across that we would want that to happen. I know there's a lot of room for improvement on this campus and in this university. So we would look for again ways for you to tell us that in so many words. Just as I was sitting with Mr. Kansal, there was a small conversation that he made about which he would elaborate on entrepreneurship. Trust me, this is something that we would at the university want to promote in a very, very big way. Sir, we have already identified the physical space also where we think this activity can happen. So you are going to see in time to come entrepreneurship on this activity being propped up in some measure. So we would request people like Mr. Kansal to take a very meaningful role in making sure that this activity. Okay. He has prepared the to be open now. Yes. Yeah, yes.
Honorable Director, Dr. Prakash Gopalan, Mr. Kansal, Mr. Sharda, Single, honorable teachers down there, Professor Ashwini Kumar, Professor Sundar Singh, very distinguished alumni, my seniors, and going to be alumni, obviously. I'm also an alumni of this place, so I feel very much nostalgic, definitely, every time I come over this side and look at you people, because I can very well relate to the emotions which you people are going through at this point of time. I was just standing outside and I could see that black sheet board where you people were scribbling a lot of things. And somebody said and came up to me and said, "Sir, why don't you also put down a few things there?" I said, I did that about 23 years back, and I'll be doing it 2 years hence, because I'll be celebrating my silver jubilee of graduating from this place in 2 years' time. So we'll come back with my batchmates, right, and then do that kind of stuff which you people were doing there. And I can understand the moment. You're very, very enthusiastic about coming to this particular event, and this didn't happen earlier. This has started happening for the last 2 years, and I think the credit goes to the Alumni Association for bringing you people together onto this particular auditorium. Although the number is small, but I know it'll grow as soon as the DJ starts outside. You people are waiting for that thing to happen, and the dance, and I think you did enjoy the movie as well. So that's the kind of things which we also used to do. Although you people are very well dressed. I don't know whether we really dressed that way at that point of time, but yes, the feelings were exactly the same, right? And I can definitely vouch for your feelings and say, have a good time, enjoy, and definitely see to it, as the director rightly said, that do come back, and we need quality time, in fact, rather than anything else. And that quality time means giving us the feedback. How do you want Thapar University to be in the future? I know you people have done the hard work, right? And now you must be feeling, that 4 years have gone just like that, right? So those kind of things you keep in mind, and do come back to us with all those inputs, and we will definitely look forward to getting those inputs from you and putting them into a reality. That is what the purpose of the Alumni Relations Office and the Alumni Association is. With these words, and before I invite Mr. Counsel to come up, I'll briefly go through his profile. He's here for a very noble cause. He would like to address you all. He's a fantastic entrepreneur. He is a self-made man. In fact, he started his journey from this particular place only. He graduated in 1978 as a mechanical engineer. Did 2 years of service with SAIC India. Did a fine job there, but then suddenly that thing stuck in his mind that it's better to be one's own person rather than working for somebody else. So he had a small scooter with him and 2 years of experience and went to Chandigarh. And there he started his own concern, the Council Group of Companies, which is now a very well-established firm dealing with organizations like Maruti and other big organizations which he deals with. And his turnover, in fact, right now, he used to be an employee somewhere, and he's employing more than 150 people at this point of time. I think a big round of applause for Mr. Counsel for making it, for coming out to these portals and being a self-made man. In fact, his son also is a graduate from this place, Sonny Counsel, who has also joined him in his endeavor, and they're together looking after that organization, which is the Council Group of Companies. With these words, I will now request Mr. Counsel to come up and address the students. Mr. Counsel, please.
Doctor, good evening. Good evening, other guys. Boys and girls. मजा नहीं आया मैं भी थोड़े वर्गा सीगा मैं अंग्रेजी का बोलने लगा क्योंकि अंग्रेजी बहुत बोल चुके हैं जो मैं दस्या कि 78 पास आउट किया सी you are sitting in the air conditioned hall, we were sitting in the open area, but we have enjoyed more than you, I can say. But my sole agenda is only to show myself what I am. I was zero, but I can say right now I am the hero. How my journey from 70 onwards till today, I will show you in my presentation that may be maybe 10 minutes. But मेरा जो आज आना पर्पस ये है कि जेड़े बड़े बड़े दो चीजें हैं, एक नौकरी करनी, नौकरी जो भी सरकारी नौकरी करनी, प्राइवेट नौकरी करनी। दूसरी गल है कि किसी ने जो जीरो तो हीरो के में बने, मैं भी तेरी चीजें नहीं है, तन मन धन। But I can say, if you don't have money, no problem. Absolutely no problem. I need only willingness, confidence, pagalpan, flexibility. That's it. ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਇਹ ਚਾਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ, ਤਿੰਨ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਹੈ, ਹੱਥ ਖੜਾ ਕਰ ਲੋ, ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਜਾਓ, ਚੰਡੀਗੜ੍ਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਦਿੱਲੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ, I can bet you ਤੁਹਾਡੇ 10 ਰੁਪਏ ਮੇਰਾ 10,000 ਰੁਪਏ, I can convert it into a good entrepreneurship. But ਤਨ ਮਨ ਧਨ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਸਿਰਫ ਚਾਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ। Willingness, ਪਾਗਲਪਨ is the most important. Second is the flexibility. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है काम करने वास्ते काम। There is plenty of work available in the market. कोई कहता है इस्लाम है बड़ी मार्केट